Hey, welcome. And you're on Journey Junctions, 30 days mindset reset. And the theme is mind over weight. That's right, mind over weight. It's not just about weight control or weight loss. It's about setting your mindset to accomplish the goals that you're setting out. If it is weight loss, if it is going to the gym and work out, is it just making a change? Is it keeping a routine of walking and things of that nature? It's anything that stimulates your mind to change from your current system that you have to something more reasonable, respectable, acceptable for your change. All right. So we'll continue on with day 6. That's right. Come on, say it with me. 6. And it's called energy awareness. What do you mean by energy awareness? I want you to understand that food presents energy. It does. There's a link between food and energy. And the way it is that people don't understand if you eat the wrong type of food, you don't get the energy to keep you focused or keep you engaged or keep you moving forward. It doesn't give you what you need to reach the level of success. Let me tell you something. If you eat the wrong type of food, you find low energy. If you eat the wrong type of food, you get a kind of moody. If you eat the wrong kind of food, you lose your focus. And sometimes you eat too much of that and you have these highs and lows. You know, like you have sugar. Sometimes you eat sugar, you shoot up to the roof, and then when you don't, it drop yourself down. It happens. And I want you to understand the reason why that happens because certain food drains you. What do you mean certain food drains you? You do. Think about it. All right, have you ever got to a place where you're just sluggish? You say, man, I need to eat me some chocolate or I need to eat something with sugar in it because it gives you that spike and you get that boost to finish out the day and you go and get it and what you do? Or you get some coffee and put a lot of tea in it, a lot of sugar in it or whatever, and it boosts you up. I know they got this Cuban coffee, this little small thing. I'll tell you, I call that liquid crack cocaine because I drank that one time. Okay, that's another story for another day. But it boosts you there because they put so much sugar in it and it does that. It gives you instant impact and you're ready there. But as soon as it come down, you just have a real drop off. Just like, huh. Same thing when you eat too much food. It's so heavy on you that now you become sluggish and you stop moving. And then while you're sluggish, your focus gone. So in other words, then you have a crash. Everything slows down. And I want you to understand the right food, on the other hand, makes you feel light, makes you feel satisfied, and it brings you a new level of energy. A balanced type of meal setting, a meal prop that we should have. And that's why you get with a nutrition to ask them, what is a balanced eating that you need to help you move along the way to what you're trying to do? Because most of us who are fighting with being overweight or not being at our best and not working out or things of nature, we know that we have those moments where we have those real slow days and we just can't feel engaged. We're kind of sluggish. And it's because of the way that we are. I knew it was a problem with me that I needed to make a change is when I went down to tie my shoe and I felt like I was breathing a little hard. And I'm like, wait a minute, I can run around here, but because I put on additional weight that my body's not accustomed to carrying, those little challenges of tying your shoes and taking deeper breaths became a little more challenging. So I know I had to make a change. So when I thought about that, I said, well, let me share this with you all because there might be somebody else whose their body is signaling to them that you need to make a change in order to live the lifestyle that is conducive to let you have a happy ending. And I thought about that. So I created this 30 days and I said, well, maybe it's not about just losing the weight. It's about getting the mindset ready. And I've looked on YouTube. There's nothing really out there that really talks about mindfulness and mind training, mind reset when it comes to weight loss, workout, and this. It's just tell you, hey, this is what you can do in 30 days. They give little brief inserts, but they haven't sat there and doing what I'm doing here. So I want to bring something to you that was original and something a little different to help us to keep going. So if we understand that the right type of eating or the wrong type of eating can cause these effects, then we need to look at how we can have better outcome by understanding this. We need to create what we call an energy mapping practice. This is nothing less than just writing down 30 minutes, an hour, or 2 hours of your patterns. Are you energized? Do you feel neutral or are you drained? I'm just talking about through the course of the day. Just look at yourself. After finish eating, how do you feel? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like you can keep going on? Or you just went through a routine, just ate something, I'm good. Did you eat because you were hungry? Were you eating because you was emotional? Is it eating because you have a craving? All that needs to be mapped down. You need to understand why you were eating. You want to know what the outcome was, and then see if that was what you was expecting. If it wasn't that you was expected, then we need to make some changes. We need to sit back and say, okay, if I was emotionally eating, this is the results that I've got. If I was eating because I was hungry, then this is the emotion that I have. And if it wasn't bringing the promises that I need, then I could say, hey, it's because I ate the wrong type of food at this time of day. All that stuff, we need to keep a track of it. Yes, when you're looking at losing or changing performance or changing actions, you need to track it so you can see and write your own written dialogue of what happened. If you journal and say, hey, if I was eating this and this is what happens, then you know, hey, let's try and make a change. You can't sit up there and try to go and get on this regimen or system that you're creating with no tracking. How do you know what worked and what didn't work? You can't sit up there and expect me to tell you the answer. You need to write it down and see it. That's the point. So if I haven't mentioned before, I mention to you now, get your journal out. Write down your 30 days and write down these things that I'm sharing with you so that you can see I made changes here. This was the outcome. I made this change. It didn't work. Let me try this one. And you keep trying until it works out for you. But believe you me, if you're keeping the track of this journal for the 30 days, you're going to find out in somewhere something that works and something that didn't, something that you can continue and something that you need to focus more on. Remember, we only focused on one habit this week. And whatever that is, we need to focus on it, make it make sense. Doesn't mean that we're going to stop working on it. Just because we end the week doesn't mean that we don't go back and look at the days previous to this or the week previous to this, because this is a roadmap. I've created this for a system that you can go back at any time in your life and go look at these 30 days from the first week, second week, third week, or the fourth and find out what works for you. And if it worked, keep on doing it. If it don't, then go back and see where you can make some more adjustment. This is just some motivation. This is just you sitting up here and having a mindset reset every day, every week, every month, whatever it may be. Use it as often as you have and often as you can. So here's your daily challenge again. I want you to pick up one draining food and swap it with a fuel option. That's right. You're going to have to identify what is that food that drains you. And you're going to have to find the one that brings you energy. Now, don't you sit up there and be slick and say, okay, energy comes from sugar intake, so you go eat a bunch of cookies because that gets you energized. But then you have a crash later on, then you try to make up because you didn't have the proper nutrients in that sweet. Now your body is hungry, and now you're going to sit there and overeat because you're trying to accommodate for that high that you had. I'm not saying to do that. I'm saying that you got to look at what you've been eating and see how you felt at the end. Were you more positive or negative? And then look at how much you've done that was fuel generated and what you think was food generated, and see how your energy level was affected by that. And those things that produce more energy for you, that helped you to keep your moods under control, keep you feeling engaged, making you feel empowered, make you stay focused, and overall just feeling good about yourself, that's something that you want to implement into your day-to-day practice. But at the same time, you have to look at that and see, are you eating in certain amounts that you can maintain that and feel comfortable while losing the weight or working out or inspire you to go to the gym, whatever it may be. So that's your task for the day. Now, look, we have come up here to day 6. It's been an amazing journey. You have learned a lot about yourself. You learned some habits that need to be worked on. You even learned on how to take some of the food that you're eating and how important it is to understand what you're eating and how it has effect on you. Congratulations on that. I'm so proud of you for making it to day 6. Yes, you may not see these drastic change in when you get on the scale or how much you're working out in the gym or how your mind is sitting there and focused on something, but your perspective is slowly changing because now you're holding yourself accountable. You're finding reason to point your finger to things. So congratulations on that. Now, listen, we're moving forward. We got day 7 right here, somewhere right on our back, and we need to get ready for that. But what I need you to do in the meantime is go down to the tab there, hit that bell, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and share something about what you have done this week. Let me know how well you did. Let me know some of the challenges that you're still facing, some of the struggles that you're still going about. And hopefully we can say some things on there that's going to help you, encourage you. But if you still feel like you're overwhelmed, you're not seeing progress, you can reach out to me at James at One Movement LLC. Again, James at onemovementllc.com. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you for a few minutes if that inspires you to get back engaged and make some things happen. I know you can do it. So then do me another favor. Share it with somebody that you know that may be challenging with some of their weight or their workout or just staying focused or even with their job, just can't stay engaged and they just can't get it. Tell them, reach out and check this out. Even though we're talking about mind over weight, it could be mind over blank, 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 blank. I just use this because I myself is working out. I'm walking down and I'm doing some things to change my body, change the way that outcome, because I feel I need it. And I'm going to take care of me. So I figure while I'm doing this, let me address some of my concerns. So what I'm seeing is that my mind wasn't focused enough. So now I'm working on that. So just think, as I'm sharing with you, I'm living it too, or have lived it. Depends on when you have seen this video. But I guarantee you at the end of the week, at the end of these 30 days, I'm going to be able to celebrate that I've achieved, because I've already changed in my first week, because I've learned something that I didn't learn before. And that's understanding that some of the stuff that I'm doing is not produced enough energy to fight off the things that I need to make sure I stay focused and engaged, so I can go to the gym and hit those weights, or I can take that extra steps and walks to make sure that I get there. So if that's you, I hope I've said something to encourage you. Please share this with somebody. Tell somebody about it. If not, leave some comments down there. But make sure you subscribe, Bill, because I'm trying to build this YouTube format, and I need your help. So till I talk to you again, I'm Coach Jay. Y'all know what I'm saying. I'm out of here. Peace.